Such close games. Both of them essentially coming down to the wire. Wise Guys playing a lot of squadrons tonight. They are definitely ready to go here. After that series, they are looking to get some wins on the board. This is the toughest division in squadrons. The Group A. Here we go into game number 1. Starting on the NR side. Here we are looking at Baywatch. I was wrong. Only one B-Wing with Fenkar out in there. We've got 2 Y-Wings with your standard farm loadouts. And we got Power Paladin. He's going to carry an Ion Torp with an Ion Missile. Something a little more conventional this time. See Power Paladin. Right away he's moving in. He's probably going to get masked. That's for the B-Wing. A little bonus mask to the X-Wing. Is he looking for a PK target? He is trying to line up. Not for some reason. He's not really looking for anyone. Lions working on the farm. Jareen here, probably in his trademark. No, he doesn't have the Ion primaries. He's using a pretty standard defender here. As we see, we've got 2 defenders and 2 TIE bombers for the Wise Guys this time, running a very conventional 2-2-1 lineup. We see the Tenchi getting lined up. He's down to 3, but Jareen hasn't quite been able to. And there you go. He finishes him off. The Tenchi is down. Wise Guys looking to win this opening. As the B-Wing been able to burn, just about to get the Raider, and it's going to go down. So morale is almost at half. These 2 bombers doing a great job getting the farm off here. We see Soda's going to strip the shields on the Raider. Like Jareen on the Corvette there is going to move into it. Lions working on the farm. Power Paladin, the lone flex player. He's looking at the light cruiser. He's going to go in early. And look at this. Noob Master 69 of a move. Off-phasing the shield gens. Haven't seen that one in a while. Now he's going to go look at Isoda, whose shields are down. He's trying to finish him off as he's going home for a resupply. Not going to be able to get that time that he picked. NR looks like he's losing this one, but they've got a little bit of morale here to work with. And Wise Guys are going to win this one, and they're going to look to go on attack here first. So we see Jareen going to come in. They've almost got a full morale bar now, as they're able to get, no, not a pick, just an extra pack right at the end here. They're going to go in on a 3/4 bar. They're going to go to the right side here, as we see the Ion Missiles are going to work to get the shields down here. Scribbler's coming in. I didn't double check to see if he was using Ion primaries. He's under a little bit of trouble here as he's getting into his orbits. Now he's also using non-ion primaries. Looks like the burst lasers here out in his defender. Getting into his orbits. Shields are down. Still in about under 30 seconds. Doing a good job getting those shields down. Rod getting into his TIE bomber orbits. Damage coming in. Morale even gaining a little bit here. But it's really got to come in quick if they're going to be able to get it to that out of phasable range. We see Lions, some of the best TIE bomber orbits in the game. Just getting those huge bursts of damage. Doing such a great job of staying on target. And look at this. Almost to that out of phasable range. If they just lay it in, they could probably almost got it there. So it's down to 10, 8, 7, definitely 5 in that dive range. They basically got it out of phasable. Is that Raider still up, though? No, it's just gone down. So looks like Baywatch is going to go on the attack here. They've got not a bad job considering they're the short bar though, and Wise Guys were able to get that out of phasable. That's really strong play by them. So the B-Wing on the other hand is all the damage here that they really need though. Are they going to facilitate for this? Is he going to move in? He's already under pressure here. He's got to go evasive. He's trying to make his way in. Fenkar, highest damage of any player in SCL game for game historically. Coming in now with the B-Wing, getting these bombs off. Look at that nice little round orbit. You don't see too many people dropping the bombs this way, able to stay right on top of it. He's taking a little bit of damage, and now Fenkar does go down, though. Able to get quite a bit of damage in there, though. They've got that 1B down to about 70%. Morale is at about 75%. So that's looking pretty good here. Close to the flip for Wise Guys. NR is not able to get that much damage. They really need to pile it on now, as we see Nop and Brandon both in support ships. I thought there was two Y-Wings. I missed. It was only one. I missed that call already. And there it is. Not enough. The B-Wing not able to do quite enough damage as it goes down. So now the Wise guys are going to go back on attack. You see Lions moving in here. Going to go for the resupply. Green. And Rod moving in now here. Shields are just about to go down as they're starting to do their damage orbits. And Wise guys have a really good head start in this game here. They've been there before, though. They got to make sure to pile in that damage, put their foot on the gas pedal, and not let it off in this one for sure. Rod here getting into these damage orbits. And he's no slouch either. He's also known for getting that huge damage. One of those top bomber players in the game. Lions as well, when both of them are going to town here. They can push through here, get to the MC, get a shield if they wanted, but morale's starting to fall to the halfway point. They're probably thinking about it. That Raider's still up. Take a look if Baywatch is working on the Raider. When there's a B-Wing out there, though, it's only a moment before that Raider is going to go down, and they haven't even taken it yet, but the Wise guys are pushing onto the MC. You know, they're probably going to be double disabling or disabling one side and destroying the other on the short bar. Yet we see Lions moving in here. He's going to get his destroy. Gonna get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now it is down. There's just a little bit of morale left on this one. Seems like they're gonna both bombers be pulling out now to set up for defense. They're way ahead. Getting one shield gen is really all they needed to do. They can just pull out one defense here, go back in and finish off the MC. They're in great position. We see Rod doing the right thing, finding his AI here from the get. Just working on it, very close to the MC, so he's closer to where they respawn. Benkar again, coming in on this B-Wing. All the damage lies on what he can do in this B-Wing. 2 U-Wings there to support him. He's without bombs right now. He just gets his resupply. Really using the station well here to stay alive. He comes along in, dropping it. Look at this nice little topside orbit that he does. He gets a mask. He's able to just drop these bombs. Dang, if someone had a Golo, just send it to the top of that light cruiser right now. You can do some damage on a B-Wing for sure. He is just getting sent these bombs over and over. Look at this damage just coming in. Just over and over. Getting pocketed these resupplies. Getting masked. So tough for the opponent to find that opportunity to finish him off, so they're going to push through Delta. Look at that damage coming in. 100k damage already, and they've only gotten through one cruiser, so the other one's halfway through. He's moving over to it. Going evasive here. You see this B-Wing getting all the damage. This is what they need, but now morale is falling to that halfway point, though. Detenchi is down here. Our Benkar now turning. They don't seem to want to get that out of phase yet. They want to take out a Reaper. Soda's taking a lot of damage here. They finish off this Reaper here, just to help extend the phase. Is that the plan, maybe? Take out the Reaper. Then you take out the Cruiser, and you've got almost 3/4 morale. You're in a lot better position, almost caught up in this game. Maybe they feel like they need to get in and win here almost. They don't know if they can defend the MC again. Benkar using debris to go evasive. Power Paladin. He's trying to suppress the farm of Lions here to just stay on him. Work away that TIE bomber. Did he go down there? Yeah, Lions is taken down there. So another kill. And Rod is low here, down to 36. We can take him out as well. That's going to stop the farm completely. This light cruiser is just a tickle away as well. They're going to push him back to the ISD. Now he's going to turn onto E-Soda, try to work on him. His shields are... He's just back out from the hangar, I think, here, too. Restricting him. His shields are down. They've almost got him. Just a few shots away, but he's working back those shields, skipping them. Morale has barely moved this whole time. Charlie is just sitting there. It's a little bit of a stalemate in these plays. And finally, they're pushing in to the ISD here. Savrip has the X-Wing and the B-Wing. They're really relying on the hull damage. With only the one X-Wing, maybe they could dunk one and the U-Wings disable the other to get the shields down. The Y-Wing and the B-Wing need to essentially go under the shields to do the damage right now as it is. One shield has been taken out or dropped here, and oh, it's time to defend the MC. I'm sorry, I missed the call. Defense is happening. They're going for the quick defense. They're on the Raider right away. Wise guys in right away here on the MC, though, trying to take out these shield gens. Lions making sin. One is down. They're dropped, and he's already working on targeting. This MC looks like it is being close to being knocked out here. Baywatch is really going to have to turn it on. That morale comes so slow from the farm here. It's going to be very close. It's dropping fast enough, and the damage just doesn't quite seem to be coming in. His power's just gone down. They've got the MC down to 53. It just melted so fast. You see these weak points all over. They need to get both of these and then get it. That dive range is under 30. This is a tough out of phase on the MC. They have no choice but to lean in on it right now. They've been in this situation earlier, and they did not have much success. So they probably feel like they gotta push this damage and win it right here. Lions going down. Dreen. Wait in. Most players are falling back to defend now. The IC, yep, everyone's out and defending, so Baywatch is able to push into the ISD. They've got a full morale attack on Nadiri. They've got one X-Wing, two U-Wings, and the B-Wing out here. Brandon's coming in. He's going to dunk Soda. And he's going to go PK action. That's their plan. They're going to try to do PK on the way in rather than starting to do damage. Now Brandon's moving over. Got to go evasive. He can't do his attack run. Benkar, on the other hand, he's orbiting around the shield gens right now, bopping some bombs. Looks like he's trying to finish off the shield gens with bombs right here. Maybe disable it here with his lasers, finish it off that way. One shield disabled. They've got the shields down at halfway. Morale is barely moving here, but the ship is finally, they're getting that damage go in. It's taken a while. Finally, the damage is coming in. Benkar and the B-Wing not even using the bombs that much, getting a lot of laser damage in. But the ISD still only down to 80, and morale is only a pack and a 1 AI away from the flip here. A couple weak points on top, not even 50% right now. Just past that 50% range now. There's two X-Wings in, though, able to do damage. Another weak point going down. The ISD down to 24. It's at 21. It's in that out-of-phaseable range. But you know that the Wise Guys are coming back in on the other end, trying to finish off that MC with not much left. And the Raider also doing damage on the way in here. The ISD is at 10, 5, 3, MC. Shields are still up on that one, though, and it's at about 10. You know that Baywatch is able to pull that from the hands of Wise Guys. That game was in hand for Wise Guys. I'm blown away by that one. The attack was very slow from Baywatch, and they were doing PK to extend it early on. I was kind of surprised by a few of the calls there. I even missed some of the phase transitions just from what was happening with the PK, and that was a crazy game. Let's see, Fenkar with 188k, all the damage coming there. Paladin with 44k. Not that much PK, but some PK from Baywatch. 2 kills from Brandon there. One from Power Paladin, one from Detenshi. And then we got 120k from Lions again, doing buco damage than the TIE Bomber. Rod with 74k, 3 kills from Scribbler in that one, 3 kills from Jareen in that one. That's another one to watch back. That was wild. That was Nadir. They got Nadiri right there. The way that they struggled to get the flip on Nadiri, they were in a position where they almost wanted to out of phase maybe the MC, but probably felt like they could defend. That's an awkward position to be in. That's really tough. There was that really weird stalemate before that flagship attack. Things got very messy. That was a wild game right there. Baywatch taking game number 1. Whew, catching my breath after that one. Great game by Baywatch. Able to turn that around because they were way behind at that one. It was very impressive. All right, let's see what's going on with game number 2 here. All right, game number 2 is up here, just joining. Oh, we better do the prediction for this. Who will win? Wise Guys? Watch. Game number 2 on Adiri. This time, Baywatch is on the Empire faction. Wise Guys on their home faction in the Wild Wings. Did it factor out? Let's look at what my keys to winning Nadiri were. Were they a factor? Forced to PK. Kind of what it came down to. They literally it literally seemed like Baywatch was forced to PK in that game. I would agree with that. The farm was very rough, and as a consequence, the use of morale and knowing when they could attack and for how long was a big factor in this game. Baywatch put Wise Guys in some awkward positions in when they had to attack in those games, and definitely were able, I think, to use those awkward situations, set themselves up for victory, because they were way behind in that game. It seemed all but a foregone conclusion that Wise Guys were gonna wrap that one up there, but then Baywatch, I mean, to my surprise, came back and were able to just end that one. Again, Lions getting crazy high damage in those TIE bombers. He's done like 120k almost every game I've seen him play on the TIE Bomber this season. It is amazing. And then the B-Wing play from Baywatch, getting, I don't know how the total, I think 188k from Fenkar was in the end of that one. Very, very nice damage. Not quite getting enough from the rest of the team. They're relying on the B-Wing. They're facilitating that B-Wing getting it done, though. So very interesting. Just as this game is about to start, I'm going to get a glass of water as it's loading in the hangar right now. Slight lineup change this game. I believe Spoon is in this one for Power Paladin. Soda Rod, Maticus, Lions, and Dribbler. For Wise Guys, so Jareen is out this one. The only change, what will the Y guys run this time? Will they stick with their patented Y wings? That's what I want to see. I want to see that double torp Y wing drive. That's my favorite ship. I can't fly it. I can't make it any use in fleet battles, but I love seeing it go. So let's see what the Y guys can do this game. They are looking to win this game, get the game from Baywatch and extend it to a 3-game series. Here we go, game number 2. Baywatch is the Empire. Wise Guys, New Republic. And here we go. Let's see what the Wise Guys are bringing out. There are 4 Y-Wings, and you don't even have to ask what they're doing. They're bringing all their toys. Couple farm builds, Torp and Multi, double Torp, and they are ready to party. On the other side, Baywatch is going with 2 Reapers. One looks like Mask and Resupply, and Nop has got Beacon and double Mask, actually. Double Mask and Resupply, so Beacon and Mask. Interesting. So a mix of those. Did I mix that up? Yeah, Resupply and Mask. Resupply and Mask. So no Beacons on the field. Just going to rely on the Bombers doing it here, but they are losing this flip right off the start here. They got to get this AI in. Nobody's really going to do PK this game. If you came for PK, you're not going to be happy, because it looks like people are just going to be chasing AI and shooting some big ships and trying to get damage as fast as they can this one. And on Nadiri, I don't know, I guess one team will win, but really I think just the audience is going to lose here, because this is just going to take a while, be slow. We see Detenchi working on this Raider. Baywatch trying to stay in this one. They need to take that out to get that morale back, and there they go. They're going to do it, finish it off, and work it back to half here. See, still the Empire's going to lose this one. They're going to go on defense first. Wise Guys are going to be able to go on attack. You see the shields are going to be dropped by the support and the ion primaries, I believe, here. We'll see, they did a really good job of getting him down. You also see Lions just putting his primary lasers, putting multis into these as well. Scribbler's running the ion primaries. Ooh, almost a little bonk there. And then Soda as well is going to put some ion primaries there. And they're able to get the shields down in just over 30 seconds on that attack. And then they're going to start to put in that damage. They seem to struggle a little bit last time, but Nadiri is not going to be able to give the farm advantage like Yavin, so they're going to get the time here. As we see, Charlie has already fallen to 50% in this one. Lions, I was talking him up on his TIE Bomber. He can also get that damage in his Y-Wing. As you see, they're doing their orbits. They're getting that damage in. Morale's about to come. They need one more AI, but they've almost got it to that out-of-phaseable range. Right at the end, a couple torps hit, and that thing dropped down to 10. So they can dive on it if they want and finish that off and get that big, juicy piece of morale, or save it for a double out of phase in their next attack. But it looks like Lions is going to stay in and finish it off. Scribbler's going to pull out and start working on the Raider. Rod's going to start farming. So on the other end, see that Baywatch is going to come in and start doing their damage. They have got their rotaries going off on target here, but morale is falling quick, almost at half. A Raider and a pack away now, as we see that Raider gone down. Not quite, but once that Raider goes, there's out of phase has been done. There's a couple AI is gonna do it. So Baywatch really needs to start getting that damage in right now. See a resupply coming out. And there's the flip. That was an amazing defense from the Wise Guys. So they were able to really limit what Baywatch could do in those TIE Bombers, and now they get to go right back on attack here, work on Delta, get those shields down, and then even push into the ISD here if they want, although they've made that mistake before. I think like we've been in this situation, but I can't help but think that Wise Guys is in a much better situation than the other game in this one. Scribbler not quite doing his damage right now. Sorry, that was White Soda. Now we see Scribbler doing his damage. Lions as well able to just sit on it here. They've already got this thing down to 25. Seems like they're just going to burn right through it and push into that ISD. See Soda's starting to make his run. He seems to be just sort of making his way over there, getting ready. And there it is. They're going to push onto the ISD. They have just over half morale here. Beacons are about to go out. And this is what they're just going to do. This is what's interesting. So Soda's going to finish off the one with lasers here. This is what you see a lot more teams doing, is disabling one with the support doing lasers now instead of going for power. So he's going to start working on that, and I'm sure it's Scribbler who's also doing the same thing, helping out. They get one disabled. The other one is going to be close to destroy. They're going to finish that off. They've got shields down. Definitely a quality attack here. They pull out and set up for defense if they want, and then come back in one more time. They're going to stay in, take out targeting. It looks like at least disable it here. Now, there it is. They're going to get it disabled. Probably got... They didn't get power, but they got one destroyed. Now they're going to work on power here with a little bit of morale. It's the last thing that he's going to do before he goes home. He's going to be able to finish it off before. There he goes. He's going to get that. And he should be able to get off pretty safely, too. They're going to fall back for defense. Baywatch has a lot of work cut out for them. But this is, again, a very similar situation from last time. Nadiri's morale is so rough that if they can push through and get onto the flagship before any of that morale will really even do anything to the morale bar for Wise Guys now. So we'll see if they're going to be able to utilize that. They're already, we see Spoon moving over to the other one to split their damage. Detenchi in this one, unleashing his rotary, just doing these soft little orbits. We know there's really no players who are really doing PK. Maybe Scribbler and the Ion Y-Wing, after he burns Raider, will start to shoot at some players. So they get that one down to that perfect range. They're doing their damage over here. Both Brandon, Detenchi, and Spoon doing their orbits. They're getting masks. So little danger for these guys right now, and they've both got a ton of resupplies. They really need to push Delta to get this double out of phase, though. They're gonna have to dive on it at 20 right now. That is a long way out. They do have the triple bombers. Brandon's gone down, though. Spoon is low. Sneb's at 16. The other one's at about 3, so it's really easy to tap in. But this ISD, no shields. Things are looking really good for Wise Guys here. They're moving in and seeing all the weak points in front of them. 1 weak point. 2 weak points. Nope, no 3 weak points. He doesn't get that one. That one got taken out. But this ISD is going down here. They are just finishing it off. 4, 3, 2, 1. And there it is the ISD is gone down here. Wise Guys take the win and force a game number 3. Rod doing 72k damage. Lions with 95k. Maticus with 52k. Spoon with 60k. Brandon with 52. And Detenchi with 73. But Baywatch not quite able to get onto the flagship that one. Weren't even able to quite burn through both the Nebulons in that one. A great game by Wise Guys. A complete game. They stepped on the gas pedal at the end there and really able to finish that one off strongly. Nice win from them. What did you miss? You missed a win for Baywatch and a win for Wise Guys, both NR wins. Not as dramatic as every other one. Finally, it's a pretty straightforward game. I just thought it was funny. Lion said, I just keep like freezing in place, so it can't get any worse. And then Beach is like, okay, sounds good. It's just like, what? It's just a funny response to me in there. I don't think he meant it in direct response, but just made me laugh the way that it went in sequence. All right, game number 3 is coming. Baywatch is taking NR. I do the outcome. Outcome. Wise Guys winning that one. It's a 50-50 split on that one. Wise Guys win. All right, we'll do the next prediction here. This one, Baywatch has the NR of his time. Wise Guys on Empire. All right, big lineup discussions going on right now. Teams deciding who they're going to bring in for this one. Just game 3 here This is the third matchup for Wise Guys, I believe. So they're like halfway through their season here. Definitely want to pull out the victory in this game 3. Davrup able to win their matchup in 2 games earlier. That was a game. Was different. Different than the other ones. There was absolutely no PK in that game. It was just everybody doing damage. Everything was just set up to optimize that damage as possible. Really leaning into that rough farm. They were not forced. They were not forced to PK. That key to winning was wrong there. They went the other way. Instead of being forced to PK, they were so forced to not PK. Yes, that's how far it went to the other end. That farm was rough, and it really showed because Wise Guys were able to use the morale from the out of phases big time to push through and get ahead. I think that was the ticket for sure. Made all the difference. All right, hold on. Just joining into the game now. Just loading into this third game here. Baywatch has taken NR. One game to one game. Wise Guys with a decisive win in game number 2. Baywatch with some really cool B-Wing play in game 1. That win, it was... I mean, we all know the truth, right? Hold on. Get serious. Get serious for a minute, guys. We all know.
Best swing, B-Wing is the best swing. It ain't no thing for the B-Wing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, yes. It ain't no thing for the B-Wing. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah, it ain't no thing for the B-Wing. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, it ain't no thing for the B-Wing. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, yeah. B-Wing is the best swing, it ain't no thing for the B-Wing. Is the best wing, yeah. B-Wing is the best wing, yeah. B-Wing is the best wing. It ain't no thing for the B-Wing.
Here we go. Game number 3. Baywatch picks NR, home team, on Nadiri. They won game 1 as NR. But Wise Guys was not that far off at all. They were ahead. Wise Guys were looking like they were going to win game 1 as the Empire, so they got to be feeling pretty good. They have made a change. We see Jareen is in for this one. Scribbler, Soda, Lions, and Maticus in here for this one. They were really close on the MC. They had it down to about 20. Almost decided to out-of-phase it. Maybe. Seemed like they were on the fence, then opted to defend. Baywatch was able to push in. Baywatch had sort of a sloppy ISD attack that game. Maybe not, it's just that they were relying on the B-Wing to do a lot of the damage and a long attack. And he finished off out of phase before Wise Guys could get back in. Finish off the MC. Here we go. Game number 3. Nadiri. What is Baywatch bringing to Nadiri for this one? The B-Wing and 2 U-Wings last time. They upped the B-Wing ante. They did win that game, but I feel like there's adjustments to be made. I know Wise Guys feel like they've got a win on the Empire on Nadiri in them here on this one. So let's see how these openings go here. The B-Wing. Starting this one out, we have got Benkar is in the B-Wing. We've got 2 Y-Wings and 2 U-Wings, so no flex player. We've got Mask and Resupply, Mask and Ion Torp, so a little bit different there from them. And then the Y-Wings are out here to farm, yep, with the farm loadouts. And on the Empire side, we see the 2-2-1 again, classic 2-2-1 from the Wise Guys. Right away, Scribbler is looking to line up to Tenchi here. Trying to get some PK in on this one. Dunk is out onto Tenchi, but looks like he's able to shake it. Just going to get some missile spam. And Empire is losing this farm. These Y-Wings are able to get the flip. The B-Wing takes out the Raider, I'm assuming. And the NR Baywatch is going on attack first here. So let's see how this Ion Torp is already out. Hit the shields on Charlie. They need to put a little more laser damage in here to make that happen as well. Looks like the primary lasers from Power Paladin. Nop is actually looking at E-Soda to pressure him a little bit right now. And you got to tell me that Benkar is in doing B-Wing things right now, getting those bombs in. Let's take a look. He's got this orbit that he's been doing on the top side that had seemed to do a lot of damage. And now he's getting back in there to get into it. He does this little circular loop on top of it rather than going across like so many people do, which, I mean, it takes a lot of control to do that. And we see now he's going underneath, trying to line it up. Stay evasive. He's going to get his resupply of bombs. They've gotten a pretty good solid minute on attack here, but they've only been able to get it to about 50%. And you know that morale is coming in slowly but surely on Nadiri here, and they do need to pick this damage up just a little bit. See if the wall Nop is down right now, and looks like Detenchi is actually switching to a U-Wing as well. I don't know if they're gonna have, yeah, they have 3 U-Wings, or is not gonna, that's a lot of U-Wings on the field right now, as they are able to get this out of phaseable here. That's perfect, so they'll be able to finish that off. Now Wise Guys are gonna go on attack. They've got their defenders to drop their ion missiles on here with the support, so they should be able to drop these shields really quickly. They're doing it the classic way. 1 ion missile in, 2 ion missiles in. With the support, some primaries, we're seeing shields go down very quickly in this one. There we go. Now the damage is starting to get in, so they did get the out of phase. These shields have been dropped really quickly, and this damage is going to start to get in. I think Wise Guys have a great chance to get Delta to that out of phaseable point, especially when the man I've been talking about all day, all night here in both these games, Lions is out in there, and now the morale is starting to come in, though. Baywatch is looking like they're getting a solid flip because Delta is only down to 50% as Lions is in there going to work Maticus right beside him in those orbits the other way. They got all 2 lateral orbits going around it. It's just so close, working it down. Seems like they've got it down close to that range, 15. They can push it under 10 here, and they are, I think, going to get it to that out-of-phasable range. They'll be able to pull out and set up to have a solid defense here. This is a very good response of an attack from the Wise guys right here. Now they're going to finish that off, and they're going to start to farm it out. So great job. But now we get to see Baywatch go back on attack with these 3 U-Wings, and there to facilitate this B-Wing. Oh my goodness. I have never seen a player be... I haven't seen a player be babysat this hard since Cal Cup 3 when Gonk was my support, and he was babysitting me all game long, okay? This is triple U-Wing. But let me tell you, Fenkar is doing damage to justify this level of babysitting right now, because he is in there doing this orbit over the light cruiser. He's the first one I've really seen do this, and you can just see him. Look at him get into it, and he is just able to sit over it and drop these bombs over and over. Look at this. This is just constant bombs on this thing, and they are just essentially melting it over and over. And right now they've got the decision to make. Are they going to be able to... Are they going to want to push through to the flagship and get a shield? The way they've been attacking the flagship has been just slowly melting it down. They maybe destroyed a shield gen. This B-Wing is mostly, its job is to just get in and do hull damage. And now he's going to... Oh, is he turning back? He does have a load of bombs, so he's going to actually look to PK right here. I guess they're happy with the amount that it's down. That Raider's still up. They've actually... Wait, is the Raider still up? It is. So they've pulled off at a point now where the Raider will slowly work it down. It's sort of a base race between the Raider, if the Raider is going to get to the point to kill it or not. Soda getting worked down here. He just gets dunked 33. They're trying to PK him, and there it is. There's the flip. Baywatch going to be able to get this out of phase easily. Yeah, they're going to be doing... He's just going to finish it off right there as it's 8-7. And they're going to have a solid defense here now. But Wise guys, Soda down here now. They've got to push through this whole one. Shields are just about to drop, and they're about to get their damage in. They don't have their beacons out or resupplies right now because Soda went down just after the flip there. But they are in and getting their damage in right now. We see Maticus in here in his orbits getting that damage in, Lions. But that morale quickly falling. Where did all that farm come from? Baywatch able to get that quick flip, and now they're going to go in on attack. They've got a Y-Wing, 3 U-Wings again, and the B-Wing going in on this ISD attack. Wise guys needs a stellar defense on this one. See, Fenkar is just about making his way. Seems like he's doing a little run on the shield gens, very slowly making his way in here. He's going to get masked. Maybe that's why he knew that mask was coming, so he could take it easy. Gonna work on the damage here and get into doing that little same orbit just right around the shield gen here, trying to get that damage on it. He's really the only one in. He's getting masked again right now. Detention in a little bit of trouble going evasive, doing a great job shaking some missiles. See Jareen here. Looking to get some PK done. Doing a good job defending the shields here, even though they don't have much morale. Oh, and there it is, though. I spoke too soon. The shields now have gone down, and the ISC is down to about 80% right now. Nop has no shields right now. We see Jareen chasing this kill. He's going to get the kill on Nop, so he's down. Him and Scribbler now looking at the other support. They realize they've got to work through the supports rather than try to take out the B-Wing. Power Paladin taking a little bit of damage, but he's able to shake it off. Power has now gone down. The ISD is looking like it's on around 40% right now here. We see shields are enabled again, but they're just going to get brute force right back down. And this ISD looks like Baywatch is going to be able to finish it off here. Not much left on this thing as they slowly pick away at it. The one Y-Wing and that B-Wing continue to work on it as they just cannot get the picks that they needed to get the flip with the farm. It just wasn't enough here as Baywatch is going to take game number 3. NR wins on all 3 games. Wow. NR Check the NR. Check the NR. How you like it so far? Another big win there. We see Fenkar with only 174k this game. Brandon with 77k. Detenchi with only had 1600. He was playing the support a while. Did a little bit of farming too in that one. Interesting the ship switches that Baywatch was doing this one. Lions only was able to get 44k that one. Maticus with 60k. That's just a tough game. 3 kills from Scribbler. Dream with the 1 kill in that one. 2 kills from Brandon along with his damage. Very interesting games on Nadiri from Baywatch. Able to use that B-Wing to really have it do a lot of the damage, and then Brandon supplementing it. So they get about 250k between them. So really interesting series there. As Baywatch is able to win that